It's the guy G Holy, repping gholy.com, and today I got something special for y'all. We're gonna go into, I guess fantasy land, right? To some extent, you could say. And we're gonna delve into what if Tupac lived. Now, before I did a what if 50 Cent actually died. Y'all can check that out. I think it's earlier on the page. I believe I did audio for that. If not, it's on the site. But this is what if Tupac lived. So here we go. What if Tupac survived and lived past 1996? September 13th, 1996. Doctors say Tupac Shakur, professionally known as Tupac, will indeed make a full recovery. The Death Row rapper was wounded in a drive-by shooting on the night of September 7th in Las Vegas, Nevada. Death Row East / One Nation. Recently on King's Disease 2 LP, Nas mentions Death Row East. He mentions that he and Tupac planned on meeting up before Machiavelli's passing. This was not the first time we've heard this concept labeled reference. Pac himself laid out plans for the startup imprint in his March 1996 interview with Much Music on the VMA red carpet. Do you believe in God? Believe in Death Row East, the Illuminati Don uttered in the 96 clip. Death Row East rumor artists include his cohorts, Boot Camp Click, Melly Mel, and Tretch, with Eric B. serving as president. No pun intended. One Nation, a Unity-themed album helmed by the 25-year-old, supposedly featured Outkast, Greg Nice, Boot Camp Click, Scarface, E40, Grandmaster Flash, Daz Dillinger, and more. The Notorious B.I.G. Many theories and stories point to Biggie's passing in direct correlation with Tupac's murder. If the So Many Tears rapper survived the second batch of gunshots, maybe our beloved B.I.G. would still be here in the flesh. Career longevity. Between Jay-Z's latter albums and Nas's run of the last 3 years, they're showing hip-hop artists how to grow up while maintaining their essence. Other superstars such as DMX didn't make such a seamless transition. Or 50 Cent, who seemingly hasn't even tried. Tupac's content was always mature, as his very first single, Trap, detailed the perpetual cycle of crime and subsequent jail time in the black community. How would the Outlaw's boss have evolved musically? What about sonically? Would he have adopted a piece of the ultra-lyrical styles of Cannabis and Big Pun in the late 90s? Or would he have adapted to the jiggy sound of the early 2000s 106 and Park era? Acting. It's well known that our hero attended Baltimore School of the Arts with his real-life love interest Jada Pinkett, no Smith yet. They both would go on to star in a string of early to mid-90s classics. Juice, Poetic Justice, co-starring Janet Jackson, and Above the Rim were all iconic roles and first round ballots in the Black Hollywood Hall of Fame. Tupac Shakur was such a powerful and impactful actor, it's hard to see a world where he doesn't become Hollywood elite. He was arguably a better actor than rapper. Just imagine if he actually got to star in John Singleton's Baby Boy, a role written for the late legend. Influence. Some marginalized Tupac's impact, citing his death as a large part of his legacy. No doubt that martyrs are plenty influential, but Shakur's blueprint may have been followed regardless. It's just too good of a formula. Which brings us to our next topic. Ja Rule, DMX, and Lil Zane. There can only be one gun-toting, bald-headed, shirtless crooner in town. DMX, though, was actually out long before Pac's fall and felt his style was being bitten by the thug life rapper. Even dissing Tupac in the original rhyme for his first single, Get At Me Dog, he would change out the name for another rival, K-Solo, which was bleeped. Ja Rule is more clearly influenced by the rapper slash actor. On his recent versus battle with Fat Joe, Ja played So Much Pain, a direct ripoff of Pain, a bonus track from the Above the Rim soundtrack. No way Ja is doing that with Machiavelli alive. Other less noticeable jackings include Jay-Z and Beyonce's '03 Bonnie and Clyde from the Blueprint 2 album. The single borrows from Tupac's Me and My Girlfriend. Then there's Lil Zane, who is the greatest imitation Tupac possible. If Zane had the signature gruff in his voice, they may be indistinguishable. Overall, this excerpt would have to be at least 100,000 characters to cover most of the All Eyes on Me rappers' footprints. Easily top 5 most influential hip-hop artists of all time. But what if he lived? gholy.com, 2021, author G Holy. So yeah, man, that was it. I'm glad y'all stuck around. This was dope, man. It was dope just delving into a world where Pac really exists and just coming up with that. It was dope. It was dope for me just going into it and the feeling of Pac being alive while I'm saying it. It was a dope alternate reality to put my subject my consciousness to. So yeah, as always, I love y'all. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for everything. We're going to the top. Somebody recently said this channel is going to blow up. I agree with them, but I'm fine tuning everything, man. So bear with me, man. I love y'all.
Nothing has changed. It's going to be business as usual.
Welcome back to this real shit, you made it. You're now tuned into the underworld's favorite. Left Philly, I demanded a trade. Went to the west, now it's conference calls. They see the